All right, so, you're plugged into all things AI, but maybe looking to go a little deeper than just the buzzwords.
Definitely.
Get into some real game changers.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing today, diving deep into AI agents.
That's right.
And when we say that, we're thinking about digital workers, not just tools, and how these things are poised to reshape, well, everything, really.
It's a pretty fascinating shift when you think about it. Moving from us telling computers exactly what to do step by step
Right.
to having them figure it out themselves.
Yeah.
Imagine a world where your tech anticipates your needs, not just reacts to your commands.
Oh, okay.
That's the potential
I'm intrigued already.
with these AI agents.
So we're really talking about a future where our devices are more like partners than just these tools.
Exactly. We've provided you with some really cutting-edge articles on this very topic.
Yeah.
And in this deep dive, we're going to extract the key insights for you. By the end of this, you will understand exactly what AI agents are, how they work, and the massive implications they hold for you, your life, and your work.
That's what we're here for. So first things first, let's unpack this.
Right.
What exactly are AI agent? I mean, it sounds like something out of, science fiction.
It might sound futuristic, but the core concept is actually pretty straightforward.
Okay.
An AI agent is essentially a piece of software that can understand your instructions, then create a plan to carry them out, and then execute those steps all without any human intervention.
So like a superpowered personal assistant, one that
Yeah.
could really get things done.
Think even bigger than that.
Okay.
Let's say you need to plan a business trip.
Right.
Instead of you manually searching for flights, hotels, and transportation, an AI agent could handle that whole process
Right.
while factoring in your preferences, budget, and schedule.
Wow.
It could even book everything and send you a perfectly tailored itinerary.
Okay, now that is impressive. But how does this all work? Like, how is that level of autonomy even possible? What's changed in, the tech world to make this possible now?
It really comes down to two key advancements: large language models, LLMs, and a pretty revolutionary way of interacting with computers.
So LLMs, something that you as a deep dive listener are already familiar with, things like ChatGPT and Bard and so on.
Right.
But AI agents take this to a whole new level.
Yeah. Imagine taking the language understanding capabilities of an LLM and combining it with the ability to interact with different systems and websites,
Okay.
and then add in memory.
Right.
So the AI agent can learn from its experience and become even more efficient over time.
So it gets better.
Exactly.
That's the core of what makes these agents so powerful.
So it's not just about understanding the language, it's about taking action in the real world.
Yeah.
It's like having, a digital team working behind the scenes, handling tasks, and anticipating your needs.
Exactly.
It's a fundamental shift from how we currently interact with technology. I mean, think about it. We've gone from, switches and punch cards to keyboards and touch screens to voice commands.
Right.
And now with AI agents, we're on the cusp of a world where we can simply tell our devices what we want and let them handle the rest.
Okay, so now the big question.
Yeah.
What does this shift mean for us on a personal level? And our sources outline 4 distinct phases
Okay.
of AI agent evolution, each with its own set of opportunities and, of course, challenges.
Yeah. So phase 1, where we are right now,
Okay.
is all about tool AIs.
Okay.
These are the specialized tools that we use today, like image generators or text summarizers.
Right.
They're great at specific tasks, but they still require a human to give them instructions.
Right. So they're powerful, but they're still just tools in our hands.
Exactly.
But then things start to get really interesting with phase 2,
Yeah.
which our sources call reasoners. Now, these AI agents can actually plan and execute tasks independently. Remember that business trip example?
Yeah.
A reasoner AI wouldn't just book your travel arrangements.
Right.
It could also analyze your meeting schedule,
Yeah.
research potential clients, and even draft personalized emails for each meeting.
Exactly.
I mean, wow. Okay, now we're talking about a serious productivity boost.
For sure.
And the example in our sources show that this isn't just some, far-off fantasy.
Right.
Researchers at Google, Anthropic, they're already developing AI models that can navigate websites, gather information, and make decisions based on that information.
That's pretty amazing.
And then we jump ahead to phase 3, which our sources call predictive AI agents.
Right.
And this is where AI starts to anticipate our needs before we even know we have them.
Exactly.
So my AI agent sees I have a string of meetings downtown, knows I haven't scheduled lunch, and books a table at my favorite spot.
Exactly.
That's incredible.
Imagine an AI that analyzes your data, your habits.
And even your surroundings to anticipate your needs and proactively solve problems before they even arise.
Oh, okay. That sounds, I don't know, incredibly convenient and a bit unsettling at the same time.
Yeah.
But then, of course, there's phase 4.
Yes.
Which our sources describe as BCI integrated AI agents.
Right.
This is where things go full matrix, right?
That's definitely the most futuristic phase.
Yeah.
These AI agents would be controlled directly by our thoughts through a brain-computer interface.
Oh, wow.
Imagine just thinking a command.
Okay.
And your AI agent makes it happen in the real world.
All right. My brain needs a minute to process all of this.
Yeah, it's a lot.
But before we get lost in the hypothetical, let's bring it back down to earth.
Sure.
To the here and now. How are AI agents already impacting our lives, and what can we expect to see in the near future?
Okay, so even though we're still in those really early stages of AI agent development, we're already seeing these real-world applications that are transforming industries. Yeah, and our sources were packed with examples. I mean, AI agents that can manage entire marketing campaigns, conduct comprehensive research across millions of websites,
right,
even act as highly responsive customer service representatives. I mean, it's mind-boggling how much is already happening.
It really is, and it's just the tip of the iceberg.
Wow.
As these AI agents become even more sophisticated,
right,
their potential to revolutionize how we work and live is immense.
Yeah.
Imagine a world where mundane tasks are just handled seamlessly in the background,
right,
freeing up human time and energy for creativity and innovation.
I'm sure some listeners are hearing all this and thinking, okay, but is my job on the line?
Yeah.
It's a valid concern.
Absolutely. It's important to acknowledge that some jobs will inevitably be automated as AI agents become more capable.
Right.
But history has shown us that technological advancements also create new jobs and opportunities.
Okay.
The key is to be adaptable and embrace those changes.
So instead of fearing AI, we should be focusing on how to work with it, learning new skills, finding ways to leverage these AI agents to our advantage.
Precisely. It's not about humans versus AI. It's about finding ways to collaborate and create a better future for everyone.
And our sources hinted at some other pretty mind-blowing advancements on the horizon.
Yeah.
One that really caught my eye was this idea of infinite memory for AI. It sounds almost too good to be true.
It's a total game changer.
Yeah.
Imagine an AI that remembers everything you've ever told it.
Okay.
Every interaction, every preference.
Wow.
It could use that information to personalize your experience in ways we can barely fathom right now.
It's like having a digital brain that's constantly learning and adapting to you.
Yeah.
I mean, could it get to the point where it knows you better than you know yourself?
That's the exciting and slightly unnerving potential of it.
Yeah.
It's not just science fiction either.
Right.
Experts are predicting that AI systems with those robust memory capabilities will be here within the next few years.
Wow, that's closer than I expected. But how does it even work? I mean, storing that much data, it seems like a logistical nightmare.
It's all thanks to advancements in data storage and processing power.
Okay.
We're talking about systems that can store and access vast amounts of information almost instantaneously. And remember, it's not just about storing the data. It's about being able to use it intelligently.
That's where the AI comes in.
Right.
The algorithms sift through all that data, identify patterns, and make connections that would be impossible for humans to do manually.
Imagine asking your AI agent to plan a vacation for you.
Okay.
It wouldn't just consider your stated preferences. It would analyze every trip you've ever taken, every hotel you stayed in, every restaurant review you've ever written, and create a truly personalized itinerary based on your unique history.
Okay, that's incredible. But
yeah,
let's be real for a second here.
Sure.
There are bound to be challenges, especially around privacy.
Right.
Do we really want AI having access to all that personal data?
It's a very valid concern, yeah. Developers and policymakers, they need to address this very carefully, ensuring that these systems are secure, our data is protected, and we have control over how it's used.
Right.
It's a crucial balance to strike between personalization and privacy.
For sure. And speaking of mind-bending concepts, our sources also touched on something called thinking models. And I have to admit, I'm a little fuzzy on how these are different from, our current AI systems.
Yeah, it is a subtle but crucial distinction.
Right.
Most AI models today, they respond instantly, taking in information and spitting out an answer without really thinking it through.
Right.
Thinking models are designed to simulate human-like thought processes.
So they actually take time to analyze a problem, weigh different options, and really come up with a solution. It's a more deliberate approach.
Exactly. It's about transparency and trust.
Okay,
If we can understand how the AI arrived at a conclusion, we're more likely to trust its judgment.
that makes sense. What kind of real-world applications could we see with these thinking models?
Oh, the possibilities are vast, especially in fields that require complex problem solving.
Right.
Things like scientific research, engineering, even creative fields like writing or music composition.
No.
All those could be revolutionized by an AI that can truly think.
So AI designing better products, making scientific breakthroughs, even creating art. It sounds like the stuff of science fiction.
It's still early days, but the potential is immense.
Yeah.
And speaking of creative applications, AI-generated media is another area that's evolving at lightning speed.
We've seen AI create amazing images, amazing text, but what about video? Can AI really create realistic video content?
Google's been making incredible strides in text-to-video technology. Imagine typing in a description like, a dog riding a skateboard through a crowded city park,
Right.
and the AI generates a video of exactly that.
That's wild. But can AI-generated video really compete with, human-made content in terms of quality?
It's getting there fast.
Really?
Resolution and smoothness are improving rapidly. Experts predict that by the end of next year, AI-generated video will be virtually indistinguishable from human-created content.
Wow. But with great power comes great responsibility, right? What about deepfakes and the potential for misinformation?
It's a valid concern, yeah, and it's something we need to be very aware of. As with any powerful technology, there's always the potential for misuse. We need to develop safeguards and promote ethical guidelines for the use of AI-generated media.
Right, of course. All of this amazing AI needs a place to live, right? What about the hardware side of things?
That's where we're seeing another wave of innovation.
Right.
We're moving beyond software and into the realm of AI-integrated devices.
And our sources mentioned that OpenAI is working with Jony Ive, the legendary Apple designer, to create a physical AI product.
Right.
Any idea what it could be?
Details are scarce, but rumors suggest it's a device specifically designed for interacting with AI in a more natural and intuitive way. Think beyond screens and keyboards. Perhaps something that feels more like a conversation.
So it's not just about the AI itself. It's about crafting a user experience that feels seamless and integrated into our lives.
Exactly. And it's not just OpenAI.
Right.
Amazon is reportedly giving Alexa a major upgrade.
Oh, really?
By integrating Claude AI,
Okay.
the advanced reasoning model developed by Anthropic.
So instead of just responding to simple commands, Alexa could engage in complex conversations and problem solving.
Bro?
I mean, that would change the game for smart homes.
It's a significant leap forward, but it does raise an important question.
What's that?
With all this focus on advanced AI, are we losing sight of the human element?
Okay.
Do we really want to interact with machines that are cold and emotionless?
That's a valid point for sure.
Luckily, there are companies focused on making AI more relatable.
Okay.
Our sources highlighted Friend.com, a company developing AI systems designed to be engaging and even have their own unique personalities.
So it's about creating AI that we actually enjoy interacting with. Yeah, if we're going to be spending more and more time with these AI systems, they need to feel like companions, not just tools.
All right. Which brings us to a really profound question.
Okay.
As AI becomes more advanced, more capable, and more human-like, what does it mean to be human?
That's a big one.
It's a question we'll continue to grapple with as we blur the lines between human and machine.
Right.
It's a journey of discovery,
Yeah.
full of challenges and opportunities. And as we navigate this new landscape, AI agents might just be the key to unlocking our full potential.
Okay. We've covered a lot of ground in this deep dive.
Yeah.
From the nuts and bolts of how these AI agents work
Right.
to the mind-blowing possibilities they hold for the future.
It's a lot.
But before we wrap up, I want to bring it back to you, the listener.
Okay.
This isn't just about, abstract concepts and far-off possibilities.
Right.
AI agents are already here, and they're poised to impact every aspect of our lives. The question is, are you ready?
That's a good question.
Our sources made one thing crystal clear. I mean, the future belongs to those who embrace AI and learn to work with it, not against it. But what does that actually look like, on a practical level?
Yeah.
How can we prepare for a world where AI is deeply intertwined with our daily lives?
I think it starts with, awareness and understanding.
Okay.
Don't just skim the headlines.
Right.
Dive a little deeper. Read articles. Explore different AI tools. Familiarize yourself with the terminology and the core concepts that we've discussed today.
Mm-hmm.
The more you understand about AI, the less intimidating it becomes.
I like that. Knowledge is a form of empowerment.
Exactly.
Instead of fearing the unknown, we can equip ourselves to navigate it.
Right. And don't be afraid to get hands-on.
Yeah.
Experiment with AI tools like ChatGPT. Explore different AI-powered apps. See how they can enhance your work or even simplify your life.
Mm-hmm.
Think of it like learning a new language.
Okay.
The more you immerse yourself, the more fluent you become.
So it's about developing that comfort level with the technology.
Right.
Seeing it as an ally and not a threat.
Exactly.
But as we've discussed, AI is evolving so rapidly. How can we ensure we don't fall behind as these agents become even more sophisticated?
Adaptability is going to be key here.
Okay.
Be open to new ways of working, learning, and even thinking. The skills that are in high demand today might be completely obsolete tomorrow.
Right.
So embrace lifelong learning and
Right.
cultivate a mindset of curiosity and flexibility.
It's a call to action to stay agile, to embrace change, and to never stop learning.
For sure.
But with, AI handling more and more tasks, what will be the role of humans in this future?
That's where it becomes even more crucial to focus on the skills that are uniquely human.
Okay.
Things like creativity, critical thinking, empathy, emotional intelligence, and complex problem solving.
Right.
These are the areas where AI simply can't replicate human ingenuity.
So it's not about competing with AI. It's about finding ways to complement it,
Exactly.
to leverage its strengths while we hone our own unique abilities.
Precisely.
Yeah.
And remember, this isn't just about individual skills.
Right.
We need to have these open conversations about the ethical implications of AI. How do we want to use this technology?
Yeah.
How do we ensure that it benefits all of humanity and not just a select few?
It's a responsibility that goes far beyond just the tech industry.
Right.
We all have a role to play in shaping the future of AI.
It's a journey we're all on together.
Yeah.
And as we've explored today, it's a journey full of fascinating challenges, mind-blowing possibilities,
Yeah.
and perhaps the most important question of all,
What's that?
what does it mean to be human in an age of intelligent machines?
That's a great question and a great place to leave it. That wraps up our deep dive into the world of AI agents.
It was a good one.
We've covered a lot of ground, but this is just the beginning. AI is evolving at an incredible pace, and the future is unfolding before our very eyes.
So stay curious,
Yeah.
keep learning, and remember, the most important tool in this new age of intelligence isn't an algorithm. It's your own mind.
Great advice. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into AI agents.
It was my pleasure.